YouTube? What's going on? Rudy P coming back with another one. Let's get it. You know, I got to keep the fire coming. Today, I want to do a reaction video. Jada Pinkett Smith, she's revealing it all at this point. She has a book coming out. And now we have context in regards to why Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith. Yes, Jada Pinkett Smith. She said her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. They've been separated since 2016. So that old entanglement shit with August Alsina and shit like that, there wasn't no entanglement. She's been single behind closed doors, but to the public, her and Will Smith are married. Yes. That's why Will Smith wasn't tripping, because he know they've been separated. They don't even live in the same home. They don't. They've been separated. And Will Smith, it's the reason he attacked Chris Rock, you know, during the Oscars in 2022. Yes. Chris Rock actually asked Jada Pinkett Smith out on a date. Yes, we now have context in regards to why Will Smith was so aggressive, you know, during the Oscars, besides the G.I. Jane joke. But celebrities do this. They'll stay in a marriage to save face to the public, so they have a better image to the public, but behind closed doors, they're actually single. And being married, Will Smith and Jada, they probably actually make more money being married than if they were single doing their own thing. That's why they just stayed married. Because the image that they put out to the media, it still makes them money. But behind closed doors, they single as a dollar bill. Well, we know Jada Pinkett Smith is. We know she's single as a dollar bill for sure. Yes. And I want to give you some context. CNN.com, Chris Rock allegedly asked Jada Pinkett Smith out on a date amid divorce rumors. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's marriage has been a topic of interest for many in recent years, even to Chris Rock, according to Pinkett Smith. Every summer, all the reports would come out that me and Will were getting a divorce, Pinkett Smith told People magazine. And this particular summer, Chris Rock, he thought that we were getting a divorce. So he called me and basically he was like, "I'd love to take you out." Yeah. And you know she told Will Smith this. That's why Will Smith, he, besides the G.I. Jane joke, he say, "Oh, you tried to pipe my wife. Huh. So Will Smith, he was real aggressive. Pinkett Smith said she was taken aback by the call. I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce?" I was like, "No, Chris, those are just rumors," Pinkett Smith recalled. He was appalled and he profusely apologized, and that was that. CNN has reached out to representatives for Rock for comment. Pinkett Smith writes about the encounter in her forthcoming memoir, Worthy. Her husband, Will Smith, slapped Rock as he was presenting an award during the 2022 Oscars telecast after Rock made a joke about Pinkett Smith being bald. She suffers from alopecia, which has caused her hair loss. Pinkett Smith told People that she believed there had been a misunderstanding between Chris and I as far as the 2016 Oscars. So, it wasn't just a G.I. Jane joke. Will Smith got whiff of Chris Rock trying to take out his wife, even though technically she's been living like she's single. It wasn't no entanglement. She just didn't want to come out at the time and say, "Will Smith and I, we're pretty much separate. We just have the marriage title, but we do our own thing." She couldn't say that on her Red Table Talk. She couldn't come clean like that. She had to save it for the book. Yeah. Not gonna put the truth out there. They gotta save it when they can make some real money for it. Because she could have easily said, "This is no entanglement. Will Smith and I have been separated since 2016. We don't even live in the same home." And I want you to hear it for yourself. Her mention, "We don't even live in the same home. We're separate. We've been separate since 2016. And what do women always do when people put them, you know, to the test and say, "Well, why didn't you come out and say you all were pretty much separate? Why you just didn't say you were living, you know, separate lives and things like that?" Well, I didn't know how to exactly approach the situation or how to put it out there. And, I didn't really know if I was ready. I didn't know if I was ready. They have to be ready, to put the real news out there, what's going on. They have to be ready. You know how that goes. So, but yeah, they've been separate since 2016. But I want you to hear for yourself. Hear Jada Pinkett Smith talk about her relationship with Will Smith.
To reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Come clean, keep it
y'all
real.
have been
Keep it real.
apart.
Yeah.
Let the public know they had already split. So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between.
So you hear it for yourself. You hear it for yourself. She's been single, pretty much. They live in a separate home. Now she getting piped down. They live in a separate home. You telling me she not having no sex now? Will Smith don't know who going through her crib, popping up, showing up. He don't know. He don't. So she getting piped down. Like, guys just not saying shit. The guys that she fucking. Probably not fucking, celebrities all like that because she don't want to be out here and get, the embarrassment behind that. But come on now. But you got people making songs about you too, shit like that. You got an expectation you have to live up to. So I understand why they didn't want to go public and put it out there that we're divorced. No, they got to be special. They can't fall in line with the other celebrities. We got to hold on tight, even though there's nothing there. Let's just hold on. We got to hold on. There's nothing there, but what are you holding on to? Nothing. You're holding on to an image that you try to portray to the public, but behind closed doors, you two are doing your own thing. You are. And I want you to hear some more things she has to say. Just listen to her. She's going.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, And we hadn't figured that out.
During our walk in Baltimore, Jada reflected.
And that's my thing. Now we have real context in regards to why Will Smith was so aggressive, why he attacked Chris Rock. Because it wasn't just a G.I. Jane joke. He got whiff of Chris Rock, wanted to date his wife. And you know why else Will Smith was so aggressive with Chris Rock? Men tend to do this. When they know there's nothing there with their significant other, with their partner, they'll try to win their partner over by doing something heroic. Yes. So he thought by him going up there and slapping the shit out of Chris Rock, that was so heroic, and his wife would be like, that's the Will Smith I've been looking for. There he is. He's finally come alive. This is the man that I've been looking for. But it don't work. Once a female loses all her feelings for you, her desires, and she's moved on physically and mentally and emotionally, the most important part, emotionally for females, it's a wrap. You should have did that 15 years ago. Been married for what, 23 years? You were supposed to do that 15 years ago when she was all in love with Pac and all that shit. But here we are. But I'm just glad there's context behind the slap, at the Oscars, Will Smith. He was trying to potentially win his wife over. That's what men do when they're losing the love in a relationship. Partner doesn't desire them anymore. They try to do something really heroic to win his wife over again, to say, that's the man I've been looking for. There he is. It's a wrap. So, it's a wrap. Once she's moved on emotionally, it's a wrap for you. It's a wrap. But we have context now. We know why Will Smith was so aggressive. Jada Pinkett Smith stirring up the pot. As always, stirring up the pot. But let me know what y'all think. You know I can't stop. Comment, like, subscribe. That's where you can help and share the video. And I'm going to keep the fire coming. Definitely want to do a reaction to this. And let's knock another one out. Bah, bah, bah. Let's get it.